studio. So I'm glad to hear that you enjoy the Hungarian food. What is the most important thing what you got from network marketing?
Friendships. That's an easy answer. Friendships. I am adamant in one statement is through life I have had so many experiences. If I were to have an accident and die today, one of the things that I can say is I have lived 5-10 lifetimes compared to many people.
Yeah.
And I haven't cheated life. I've been able to enjoy life, have a great time in life, and I look back and remember so many things. And in reflecting on the question that you have just asked me, I'm going to have to answer it this way. When I look back, it's not the sports cars, it's not the homes, it's not the things that I've had that were elaborate, that were important. It's my friends that are important. It's the moments. When I look back and I truly try to remember all the way back to my childhood, it's always certain moments that stand out. It's never the nice car.
Yeah.
It's never the nice watch. I have many nice watches and I'm not even wearing one tonight. And I've learned how to relax. I've learned how to not always wear that Armani suit everywhere I go and wear those very expensive shoes or the very expensive whatever. I still wear nice things, but it's not as important to me anymore. So to answer that question, what is most important to me is my friendships and the moments. And so I made a decision 10 years ago that from that point forward, I would live my life to create moments, not to create memories.
Yeah.
Because moments are more important to me than memories. And I hope you understand the point that I'm making there. Moments are made with friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Memories are made with things. And if I can spend the rest of if it's a short life, it's okay. I'm going to have a fun time if it's short or if it's long. But I'm going to spend the rest of my life seeing how many moments that I can create with the people that I love and care about and the new people that I find in my life through traveling and business and helping people develop their organizations and training people to be better at what they do. I want to not just be business. I know I talk about business all the time, but the best part of being in this business is that we develop friendships and connections that last forever because it's a bigger family. God chooses your relatives, but you choose your family.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
What would be your message to the ones who start a business now?
A new distributor.
Yeah.
If I was giving a new distributor in network marketing advice, the first advice that I would give that new distributor is to have fun. Have fun. And to be serious about the business, but to make sure that life is fun. There's two reasons for that. I believe if you're having fun, people are going to want to join your business even more so. If you look like you're desperate for business, you may not be as effective convincing people to join what you do. But if you learn how to have fun, I think that that's a major factor in this type of business. And some people, it's very difficult for them to draw that line or that threshold between fun and serious. But in our business, fun can be part of the word serious about your business.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. Yeah, there's three things I tell everyone. If you need to have fun, you need to make money, you need to have someone who will help you.
Yeah.
So if it's fun and you can make money and someone's going to help you, you'll succeed in this type of business. That's all you need is those three things. Have fun and make money and have someone that you can depend on as your mentor. Some people join the business and they just don't have that mentor. And to feel lost makes that new distributor feel like an orphan in the business. And that's not a good feeling. So if you feel like an orphan in the business as a new distributor, the only thing that's missing is someone helping you and mentoring you and to basically give you the advice and the leadership to know whatever systematic approach that you're going to achieve to move to that next level. If you don't have that mentor established in your career that you're trying to establish in network marketing, it's very important to establish that mentor. It may be in your company, or it may be someone outside of your company, or it may be some old tape or old CD that you found in someone else's closet that was in network marketing in the past. It might actually get you over the edge until you get to the next point. But I say it's imperative to find a mentor to help you move forward that can, so that you're not the experiment. Because having fun is very difficult to do if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's easier to have fun when someone's giving you the advice without you having to try to figure it out yourself.
Yeah. What would you have done differently if you could start all over again? If any.
If I was could do anything differently, I believe that I'm a very strong personality. I'm the kind of person that studies everything and wants to do everything right. I'm very OCD about everything being in order and everything being very much. I want success. I want everything to be done with a serious business approach. If I could do anything differently than I've done in the past, I probably would have listened more to some of the leaders in my organization that were below me, and entertained their thoughts and entertained their ideas more so, because I believe that might have even made me more successful than I have been. I've been very fortunate to be able to be smart enough to make decisions, to move organizations forward. And later on in my organizational structure, I was doing this. I was involving the team in their ideas and developed team advisory boards so that I could gain strength. The part that helped me understand my need of this was when I went international in the business, and I realized that each culture had different needs. And my culture was the American culture, and sometimes that American culture is not always accepted in other countries. And it was very important for me to understand that their culture had different needs. But earlier in my career, not realizing that, I didn't give it the chance that I should have. So I feel that I could have been much more successful in my earlier years. If I were to change anything at all, I wish that I could have, instead of my degree being psychology, I wish my degree could have been some kind of cultural studies of different countries to understand them much more during my college years. So I could have utilized that in my network marketing career.
How do you see network marketing today, and what is your vision for the future? That's the final question.
I like that question. And my question is, the answer is going to be a little complex for me to answer that, but I believe it's merited for me to give that question a little time. The baby boomer generation was the largest generation in network marketing. That obviously I'm one of the younger baby boomers, and some of the older baby boomers are already getting out of network marketing. They're retiring, and some of them are maybe even passing away because of dying early of whatever disease, or not taking care of their bodies, or maybe natural causes, what have you. But the baby boomer generation is diminishing in size. But it was the largest impact on network marketing because of the boom back in the early 80s, based off of the recession that took place in the early 80s. The baby boomer generation was perceived as probably the most irresponsible generation in the college years during the Woodstock days and hippie movement of the protesting times of the Vietnam War. It was a major era in our society here in the United States North American market. But yet, even though that society was looked upon as being a society that might not, or that generation might not be as successful as they should be, they turned out to be the most progressive, innovative generation ever in the history of network marketing or any other industry as far as that goes. So we have to give that credit. So to answer your question of where network marketing is going, I believe there's going to be an evolutionary process of a change of economy, a change of direction, a change of thought pattern from the baby boomer generation being the largest generation to the Y generation and the X generation, because the Y generation is just as large as what the baby boomer generation was earlier in the years. And I started network marketing when I was 18 years old, and if I was 18 years old today, I would be the Y generation. And the Y generation, we do not need to ignore them, because the largest network marketers ever to be what I would consider the largest performers in network marketing have yet to even join this type of business or this type of organizational structure of economy. So when the Y generation, as the parallels take place between the Y generation and the baby boom generation, you're going to see a major influx, in my opinion, of the pie of network marketing getting larger than ever, because already the Y generation is spending more money than the baby boomer generation is worldwide. The Y generation in Europe is a phenomenal force to be reckoned with, not just counting the United States and Canada, Mexico. Europe is a powerful force of Y generation, and they're very serious about being successful. If you look at the studies that come from Harvard University, Stanford University, Yale, all the studies that have been done on the Y generation tells us that the Y generation is not the innovative generation, they are the imitative generation. It's not the generation that's going to try to necessarily innovate. It's the generation that is going to imitate what we did and make it better. They're going to do it better than we did. They're going to do it shinier than we did. They're going to do it bigger than we did. And the beautiful part of the Y generation that we're not taking into consideration is the baby boomer generation had its lines that they had to learn to cross, like the prejudice lines. The lines that did not help them accept other religions or other colors or other cultures throughout the world, different people from other countries like we are right here. You're from Hungary and I'm from the United States, and we're sitting here on a cruise ship full of people from every country in the world. When years ago the baby boomers had barriers, racial barriers, religious barriers, cultural barriers. The Y generation has zero barriers, none. They're the social generation. They started out as the MySpace generation, moving into the Facebook generation, the social network generation that reaches beyond all barriers, has zero barriers, and talks to people and socializes with people all over the world before they're ever graduating from high school. And by the time that they have evolved into the business world, now we see this age group from 19 to 33 years old. The Y generation, in my opinion, is the next explosion in business, not just in network marketing. It is going to change the economy of the world. Everyone in the world has seen an economy crash, a recession that has been almost at depression levels. But yet our industry of network marketing did not see a decline in sales compared to any other type of business. It has maintained $82 billion per year worldwide, even through the recessionary period. No other business has been able to say that kind of a model of success. With the baby boomer generation being able to maintain that, and now the Y generation coming in behind it, creating the next explosion, I believe that network marketing, direct sales is going to be so large that we have not yet seen what this next economy is going to be. I really truly do not believe that we have entered into a recessionary period. I believe we have entered into a time where we are changing the economy of the world. And the economy of the world is going to see countries like Hungary and Romania and Slovakia and the Ukraine and the Czech Republic and other countries that have suffered through decades and even almost 100 years of not being able to see prosperity. We're going to see prosperity enter into countries that have never seen what we have called the American dream before. It's going to enter into those particular countries, and they're not going to be used to it. They're going to see nicer cars, nicer homes, the ability to invest in markets outside their countries and inside their countries for the first time. And I believe truly, if I was giving the true answer to what you just asked me, it's the Y generation that we have not yet seen what they can do is going to be the next phase of network marketing.
believe in that too. So I appreciate pretty much your time and your valuable insights.
You're
And
welcome.
Glad to have you with us.
You're welcome.
It was great to have a cruise with you together, and hope to see you soon.
In Hungary.
In Hungary, yeah, would be a
Yeah,
great
next time I'm in Budapest, I'm looking you up,
Yeah, please
and
do.
we'll have
Please
some
do.
good food together.
We will, for sure. I know the best places in Budapest.
I'm sure you do.
And
Make sure I don't miss my flight.
Yeah, I will.
Last time I was on Hungarian Airlines, it was the airline was 2 hours late, and then I missed my flight, but it was
It's not
okay.
in business anymore. MLM
It's out of
is
business now.
after 66 years of operation.
Well, okay.
But that's not the first time we see an airline.
It's again, we're talking about a changing of economy and changing of whoever does what. And but one of the things I would say is, I believe the mentality of the Hungarian people is what's going to cause the Hungarian people to be so successful and to see prosperity more so than some of the other countries that have had good prosperity for many years,
Yeah.
that have become relaxed.
Yeah.
The Hungarian people are hungry for success, hungry for prosperity.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And looking forward to see you in Budapest. I have also a mastermind day. That's the little sister of the mastermind event, right?
In Budapest.
In Budapest. So if we would have the chance to hear you there once, it would be a great opportunity.
I'll be glad to speak at your event. Whenever, just give me the invitation and let me know.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Very
Jeff,
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The water's good.